Brazil's business world was shocked this week with the arrest of André Esteves, the CEO of BTG Pactual. Esteves is one of the highest flying bankers in Brazil. He's internationally known, a regular at Davos, and he built BTG Pactual from scratch into the largest independent investment bank in Latin America. I spoke to Mr. Esteves only a couple of weeks ago in an interview, at which he told me that he was optimistic for the future of the company and was looking for further opportunities to consolidate.
We are quite optimistic. We like the industry. We are asset managers since the creation of Pactual more than 30 years ago. So different from the other investment banks, asset management is in our blood, and we think we can develop that on a more global scale.
He was arrested as part of a sweeping investigation into Petrobras, the state-owned oil company. Until now, most of the people rounded up in this case have been construction bosses, politicians, ex-Petrobras directors, or black market money dealers. We haven't seen anyone of the stature of Esteves from the financial industry arrested until now. After his arrest, share prices of his bank and of the financial sector fell sharply. The concern is that his arrest will bring this scandal into the financial sector, a very important engine of growth for the Brazilian economy. Esteves has always been a great salesman for Brazil, and in the interview only a couple of weeks ago, he was very positive about solving Brazil's problems and trying to return to growth.
I think we are in a tough moment, and I think at least we'll have another 18 months in difficult moments. We need to stabilize the macroeconomy and show a little bit more of political coordination. I don't think that the problems from a macroeconomic perspective are unsolvable. It's not a very leveraged economy, so it's relatively easy to stabilize Brazil.
This couldn't come at a worse time for Brazil. Brazil's economy is expected to shrink 3% this year and perhaps 2% next year. Some are saying that Brazil is set for its worst period of growth since the 1930s. So all eyes are going to be on what happens with Esteves. He's in jail for a temporary period of 5 days first, which can be then decided by a judge whether or not to extend it. So all eyes are on what happens with Esteves and with BTG. This is Joe Leahy for the Financial Times, Sao Paulo.